are so excited. Jenny in the house, Jenny Olvera, and she is cooking up a storm. Take it away, girl.
Hey everyone, I'm going to be creating a delicious zucchini pasta. It's mostly raw and slightly cooked, so I'm about to show you, and let's get into it. So as you see right here, I already have some of these noodles prepped, but I did want to show you how I got these amazing noodles. Right here I have a zucchini, and this is the highlight of my meal. It is a noodle maker, and basically what you're gonna do is cut your zucchini in half so that you don't have too many of those long noodles. And basically what you're gonna do is get this little gadget right here, and you're just going to go at it, and it's going to create amazing noodles. And it's really easy. I actually love this too. It was gifted to me as a birthday gift, and I use it all the time. So if you love raw noodles or anything like that, you should definitely get one of these. And this is basically what you're going to do. Same with the other one. And just be careful with your fingers, because I've had instances where I did cut myself a little bit. So it just takes some practice. And I'm just going to do it until I can, because then it starts getting smaller and then you can't really go all the way. But just like this. And at the end, you're going to have these two little things. You can save them and like chop them up and incorporate them in a different dish, but you know, you don't have to if you don't want to. Now, once you have your zucchini noodles, you're just going to let them sit right here. And we're going to move on to the next thing, which is sauteing the veggies. I have right here my veggies of choice, which are purple onions. We have a bell pepper and some cremini mushrooms. And I also have some organic grape tomatoes. And I'm also going to be using fresh cilantro, fresh onion, and fresh jalapeno. Now, if you're not somebody that loves spicy food, just skip the jalapeno, because I personally love spicy. But if you don't, that's totally fine. You can always, change it up with the recipes. Now, I'm going to be using a little bit of this organic olive oil. And I'm going to add a tad bit just to get those veggies sauteed. I'm going to spread it. And I do have a little grill right here, but you can definitely use one of your pans. You can use a grill. You can actually roast the veggies in the oven. So you don't have to use what I use. Because the thing with recipes is that you can always make it your own. It doesn't have to, you don't have to follow it step by step. Now, what I'm going to do while this heats up a little bit, you're going to put it on medium heat. And I'm going to start off with my onions. And the reason why you want to start with the onions is because they have the most flavor. So you want them to release all those flavors so that they combines really well with the bell peppers and with the mushrooms. So it's still not entirely hot, so we're going to wait a little bit for that. But it should start sizzling here in a moment.
Yum, yum, yum.
Thank you. And basically, while this, warms up, I'm going to take you over here to the highlight of this dish, which is going to be a delicious almond sauce that I'm going to be flavoring. Now, I went ahead and blended it a little bit so it wouldn't take too long.
Now, what's in there? What's in there? Because I love to learn about vegan sauces.
So that's the thing. You need a great sauce for any dish. And I think when you have that sauce, it's going to be really good for your dishes. So basically what I have right here is raw soaked almonds. And this is how they look. And basically you add them in here with some water. I haven't seasoned it yet because I'm going to show you. But this is going to be the highlight of the pasta. And the great thing about it is that this sauce can be used for a lot of things. It doesn't just have to be for the zucchini pasta that I'm making. And so when you learn how to make a really good sauce, you can use it for any other pasta. You can use it for dips. You can use it as a sauce on top of your salad. And so what I really love about this is that it's so versatile. You can use it for many things, not just this dish. Now let's move back over here. It's starting to sizzle. I have my purple onions. You don't have to use purple onions, it's whatever you prefer. This is just my personal preference. And then I'm going to add the cremini mushrooms.
Now, are those pre-cooked or are those raw right now?
These are raw, completely
Oh,
raw.
wow. Because
Yes.
they look almost like crispy, you know?
I well, what I noticed is that these cremini mushrooms, like they are a little bit darker than like others, but I really like the cremini mushrooms because they hold a lot better when you cook them. Because like there are other types of mushrooms that they get really soggy when you cook them. And so what I like about these is that it holds a lot better even after they're cooked.
Hmm.
So if you're able to find cremini mushrooms, make sure you get those. But like I said, with recipes, you can always add what you have available to you. You can switch things up. That's what I love about cooking, that it's not restricting at all. You just got to get in the kitchen, get creative, and
It's
some
more
extra.
fun. It's more
Yes,
fun with thousands, tens of thousands of
yes.
possibilities with vegetables and nuts and legumes and grains.
I absolutely, I definitely do agree with that. And I will say that I didn't start cooking until I went vegan. So let me just say that if you don't know, it's okay because you're gonna learn eventually. And once you realize that it's a really good skill to have, then you're going to probably take it a lot more serious because for the most part, I didn't really care about cooking, but now that I want to take care of myself and just feel better, then I realize that I have to get in the kitchen and just make it happen. And the best thing about it is that you learn by doing it. That's how you get better. Many of
You're
my first dishes were completely a fail, but I still ate them because I can't throw it away.
I always say there's no mistakes in a plant-based kitchen.
Exactly. You're only going to get better from that moment. And so once they're already cooking, I'm going to be using a little bit of the coconut aminos to add some flavor. And I'm just going to drop a little bit and get my little spatula and just mix it all together so the flavors mix well with the onions. And let me tell you, this smells amazing on onions. So
Mmm.
I really hope that you guys make this at home because you're probably going to make this a few times a week. Let me just say that.
Now, let me say this. I hear the sizzle, and that's great. What is your pan? Tell us about the pan because that looks very fun.
So basically, it was a gift. I'm not entirely sure where they got it from, but what I really like about it is that it acts as a grill. So it really does well at cooking up the veggies so they get crispy. That's if you let them cook longer, but I love it because it's so spacious. You can also, turn the back burner and cook something else here. So it's like simultaneously.
That is terrific. I want that. Oh, it's really like having a grill inside your house. It's
Yes, and
fantastic.
it's so much easier. I really don't know where they got it, but I'm sure you can find it at most stores that sell like anything about kitchens,
Yeah.
stuff like
Now,
that.
Amira St. John says, "Hi from Mesa, Arizona. I wish I liked mushrooms. I substitute eggplant in many recipes that call for mushrooms."
Yes, I will say that not everyone loves mushrooms, and you can definitely add a different veggie. So if you would want to do the eggplant, that's totally fine. You can do tomatoes only and only the bell peppers with the onions. You don't have to do the mushrooms. And I will say that I wasn't a fan of mushrooms, but the more I kept trying them and I learned how to season them, they actually were really enjoyable.
Now, you're a very good camera person who's behind the scenes doing a great job. Go
Thank
in even deeper. Let's see this, a tight shot of this. Look at that. Look how gorgeous that is. Look at the colors. Look at the vitamins and the nutrients and the antioxidants. And I could almost get the aroma right from the
It's,
camera. You're doing a
it kind
great
of
job.
smells like fajitas right now, but
Yeah.
plant
Yeah.
based all the way. And also, I wanted to make sure that if you're using organic coconut aminos, do not add salt because this already comes with the salt. So you don't
Yeah.
have to season them anymore. This is basically the whole seasoning for them.
Yes, and Natalie Powell says, Natalie Benincasa Powell says, I used to use that griddle over 2 burners. Anywhere sells it. Okay,
Wow, it sounds
I'm going to get one
good.
today
It's
because
life changing.
often I'm actually trying to cook something and there's not enough room, and then I have the 2 burner. It's too complicated. This is brilliant. I love this.
Yes,
And Natalie also says, I can't wait to see what makes this creamy. Mushrooms are a great thing for longevity. They sure are, Natalie.
yes,
Wow.
mushrooms are so good. And like I said, a lot of us, we don't eat certain vegetables a lot of the times. And I think it's really good to just try things because you never know. You actually might like it, especially when you learn how to season it. And also, the more you have it, the more your taste buds get adjusted to the flavor. So you actually end up liking it a lot more. Because I was a person that hated mushrooms, hated. And look at me now, enjoying all the mushrooms. So good.
Hey, Kayla. Kayla Helmer's watching. Yes, this is just wonderful, healthy, plant based food. And Kayla says mushrooms are good brain food. Yes, they are.
Yes.
Ooh. Oh my gosh,
Now,
this is different. This is different. What are you doing now?
so you can do two things with this recipe. You can keep your tomatoes raw, or you can slightly cook them on the grill so that they get extra juicy and it soaks up all the flavor that was left behind from the
Mm.
veggies over here. And what I really love about grilled tomatoes is that they get sweeter and they pick up all the flavors and they're just so good whenever they're grilled. But you can keep them raw if you like
Wow, look at that. Okay.
to.
And Kayla says, I hear mushrooms prevent headaches. Super yummy vegan food rocks. It does
Yes.
indeed. And
Yes.
this is super yummy vegan food. So healthy and guilt-free. I mean, this is just the colors. The colors are great.
Yes, and that's something that I love to live by. Whenever I make food, I like to have the rainbow in my dish. So if I can get all the colors in there, I do try.
Mm.
But you want to have a colorful meal. You have your greens, the reds, and then the purple from the purple onions. And then we also are going to be adding avocado at the
Oh
end.
my gosh.
You always have to have avocado because
What?
it's my favorite.
Oh my gosh. Sharon King says, Hi, I'm watching from Key Largo, Florida. I'm excited to see all these veggies on the grill. I want to make this. Yes,
Yes.
go for it, Sharon.
Yes, absolutely. And like I told you, the highlight is the raw sauce that I'm going to be showing you. You can always add this to different pastas. It doesn't have to be zucchini. I just, chose zucchini for this dish. But you can do a different type of pasta that you like. You can always add it to different dishes.
And this
Now,
is the almonds. Tell
yes,
us very quickly what's in there.
so basically, I guess the only step that does take some preparation is the almonds because you do want to soak them. Whenever you soak them, they get a lot more softer to blend.
How
And
long? How long do you soak them?
so you can soak them overnight, but if that's not the case, then you can soak them for at least 30 to an hour. And then once you do, you're just going to remove the skins if you want to. You don't have to because regular almonds, you know how they have the brown skin on top, the layer.
Yes.
Well, I basically removed it so it gives me like a white sauce, and it does change the.
I'm too lazy to do that, to be honest with you. I don't
Well,
care.
let me tell you that I had my partner do it. So if you have someone that's willing to help you, you don't have to do that step.
All right. Okay.
Now,
So, yes.
um,
Continue.
yes. So I basically have all my veggies ready, and I went ahead and turned off the grill already, and I'm going to move to my sauce.
Mm.
Now the sauce, I did blend it up a little bit just because I didn't want to be blending for too long. So right now it's just water, which I added my water, and then the almonds. Now I'm going to add the seasonings because that's where the flavor is. I'll be using oregano, rosemary, salt, and also I'm going to add raw onion to it and a little bit of cilantro.
Mm.
Yes,
Oh,
I
wow.
love the freshness of cilantro, so I try to keep that raw because it's so flavorful, and I just love doing that. Now I'm going to open this up and let me show you how it looks on the inside. Very creamy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to season it. So I'll be adding some oregano. Now with the herbs, make sure that you don't add too much because the taste of the herbs is really strong. So if you add too much, it's going to overpower the whole dish. So
That's my problem. I always add too much. I have a heavy hand. And I can't tell you, they say art is never completed. It is abandoned. And one of the things that I've done is keep adding when I should have stopped. So thank you for that reminder.
I'm going to add the raw onions because it gives it extra flavor, and then some of this cilantro.
Mmm. Yum, yum, yum.
And since it already had water, I'm just going to allow it to blend a little bit more.
Now, Jenny, we do a blender dance here on Jane Unchained. Can you do your blender dance? Do your blender dance, honey. Okay, you know what I said? When we do blender here on Lunch Break Live and Jane Unchained, we always do a blender dance. So hit it one more time and do a little dance. That's a part of our tradition.
Okay, I will.
Come on. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right.
Now, what you want to do with your sauce before you're done is always taste it just to see if it needs a little bit more of something.
And we don't double dip here because people go crazy when we double dip. Throw that thing out. Throw that out. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Even though, of course, they're not eating it, you are, but still, it's hysterical. People get so upset. All right. This is wonderful. How does it taste?
So it tastes really good already. I think the only thing that I need to add, which I didn't bring out, but I will soon, is key limes. And the reason why you want to add key limes is because it brings that citrus taste to it. And so I'm going to get my key limes really quickly.
What are key limes? I've never even heard of key. Oh, your limes. Your limes. Okay. Okay. Limes. Yes, I like it. All right. So you're going to add a little lime into this dish. Yes. Whoever's behind the camera, did you get Steven Spielberg to do your videotaping today? Because that person's doing a good job.
Hey, something like that.
I appreciate that. I've been actually doing my best.
Yeah, because you're going in tight. That's what people want to see, the food and how it's being done. Oh, wow. From the Florida Keys. Yeah, everybody's loving this. Okay.
So then you're going to add your key lime juice in there just to give it that extra citrus taste. And then once you do that, it'll be ready.
All right. I love it. I love it.
So now we're going to blend one more time just for the sake of this.
Do your dance. Do your dance. I'm dancing too. I'm dancing too, Jenny. So I'm also doing it. Don't worry.
Hey, I love to dance. That's what's about me. Now, I will say that the more you blend it, the creamy it'll turn. And the less you blend it, it'll still have like a grainy taste. So make sure that you blend it for a good minute so it gets really, really creamy. Now I have my new spoon right here. No double dipping. Okay. It is ready.
Woo!
Now, we're going to bring everything together now. I have my zucchini noodles right here. And I'll be wiping this just so I can get all the veggies in there because I really like this spatula for that. So I'm going to pick up my veggies.
So pretty.
There. Yes, full of color, full of life. You know, you have the raw and cooked going on, so you still get that freshness and it's not completely cooked. And I dropped the tomato. It's okay. And
Oh, so pretty. Now remember to take photos of this so we can put it on janeunchained.com. The
Yes.
recipe will be on janeunchained.com.
Yes, and I do have the whole measurements on there, so don't worry. I got you. Everything's going to be there.
And some pretty
Now
pictures. Yes.
I'm going to
Ooh.
be adding the sauce. Yes. Get my spatula to get all that sauce in. Just like this. And because I love cilantro and spicy, I'm going to be adding fresh jalapenos and all this fresh cilantro. And also, if you like jalapenos but you don't like the spice, make sure that you take the veins and the seeds because that's the spicy part.
Right.
And when you take those off, then it'll be still a slightly spice, but not too much. And now we're going to get 2 cloves.
Oh my gosh, this is extraordinary.
And we're going to mix it all together.
Oh man. Oh wow.
All the veggies in there.
Ooh.
It is a lot of pasta and sauce, so you just got to get in there really well so everything is.
But when you say pasta, you're not talking about your traditional pasta. This is 100% veggies.
Yes, yes. I love veggies and they're actually very filling. But like I said, if you're someone that doesn't really love zucchini, you can always replace it because as long as you have a really good tasting sauce, it can go pretty much on anything. Sometimes I use this sauce for my salads as a dip and I love it.
Also, carrots and cucumbers are a great replacement.
Mm-hmm. Carrots and cucumbers, yeah.
Yes. But I also wanted to make this, because there are people that can't eat gluten, and I understand that not everybody can eat certain things, and that's why, I always tell people, eat according to your preference, what makes you feel good.
Now, we got a very big comment here. Boil them for a minute and run them under cold water, then squeeze the almonds between your fingers, and the sides go right off. So fun. I will try that. I will laugh very hard. Yes, this is a great show, Natalie. I agree. Yes, this is very, very exciting and fun.
Absolutely. Now we're going to plate it because you do have to add that avocado for the healthy fats, I love avocado. I don't know about people, how much they love it, but for me, I have to have avocado at least every day.
Look at that. I am so hungry right now.
I'm going to be enjoying this right after, so.
Yes, well, take some pretty pictures before you dive in because this is going to be on janeunchained.com and our recipes are all printable. So when you go to the recipe, you just click print and you can print them out and that way you can have them in your kitchen. Please print on recycled paper.
Absolutely. I will definitely get you some amazing photos. Look at how beautiful this avocado is. And we're going to be adding some on top. Get your avocado.
Wow, look at that. Healthy fats. Healthy fats.
Yes, absolutely. And avocado is so good on everything. It's just that thing that you have to have in almost every dish. Now, remember that I said I love spicy. This is what I would add. Some peppers just as a topping.
What is it? What is that?
It's crushed peppers.
Ooh, you put it right on top, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And there you have it. You have a easy, delicious, creamy.
Woo! Pasta. Yes, let's circle around. Show us the whole thing. Wow, what a great job. Jenny, you need your own show. You need your own no, I'm not even joking. You're really good at this. You're really good at this. You know how to show and tell. It's a game we play. Yes, show and tell. We got to do show and tell with these foods. So what would you say? How long have you been eating like this, by the way?
So I've been eating like this for 5 years.
And you enjoy it?
Yes. I think that for me, my health is one of my biggest goals is to be healthy. And so I do make sure that I eat whole plants, things that come from nature. And it makes me feel so energized. It makes me feel so good. And if I need to do the things that I need to do, I have to have fuel going into my body. And so
You
that's why I eat plants, because that's the best energy you can get straight from the source.
You heard it here. Jenny Olvera, incredible job. And what's the name of your great camera person behind the camera?
Sergey.
What?
His name is Sergey.
Sergey, great job, Sergey. You also have
Thank you.
a future in showbiz with that great, you did a really good job. Will you come back and do more recipes, Jenny?
Yeah, I will definitely do that. If you guys allow me to come back, I have tons of recipes, and I think a lot of you guys would enjoy them for next time.
I would love it. I would love it. Nothing would make me happier. You saw it here. We've got this great recipe, pasta, all veggies, absolutely delicious on a lunch break live, bringing you the latest. Yeah, bye guys.